to a goat. Welcome to Bali again. I didn't know which one to use as the intro for today's video. Okay, good morning from the Creation Station. I know so many of you guys are new around here. Have a video today, really interesting, but more interesting maybe than the video is the place we're going to the video. We're in a rush. I'm being waited on right now. We're about to leave. Thought I'd bring you guys along for today because it's a pretty cool place that we're going to. And if you've been around here for a while, then you probably can remember this place.
Oh, it looks like I already downloaded it.
Are you ready to go? That's the #1 question.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hello?
Ready.
Okay. Okay. Yep. So we're off today, and we'll answer the questions, or today's video, in a much cooler place, literally much cooler place than here. Difficult part is getting up this rough mountainside, but we have arrived. Hi! Yes!
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah. We have finally arrived. Hello, selamat siang. Apa kabar? You good? Everything good? Yeah. Family? Good. Okay, so we're finally here. We finally kind of finished up eating. This is one of the cool places here in Bali. Sangirdi camping. But today I just really want to talk with you, and as you guys know, I just want to thank you guys in advance for leaving these questions and titles and wanting just trying to understand how I think a little bit, and I just hope that me sharing it will kind of help you all as well. But why 2020 was needed? You know, there's a lot of things you could say where it was horrible, and I know there's a lot of things that went on that aren't great, and the world changed, and my plans, for example, got canceled, and things that I wanted to do and everything. But as much as all of us, if I were to say 2020, we all get this emotional, very reactional approach of just like horrible, yeah, death, crazy, lockdowns, all this kind of stuff. But I think if we really were to think about it, and we were trying to find the good, which I think is important, because find something, every single one of us, all of you watching this, could find something to be grateful for during 2020. And I made that whole sequence of us coming here and me riding on the scooter to kind of relax you, to kind of let you know that, like, almost like things are going to be okay. There's moments that can still be great, and that if we all wanted to, we could all find something to be grateful for. And more importantly, we could all find something that, because of 2020, we became stronger. Like, we could all find something that we learned from 2020 that if it didn't happen, we would never have learned. Like I say, for me, it's been a crazy world. When I was not supposed to be in Bali, I was supposed to be in Bali for 5 days. It's been 10 months. And I think that when we look at it, there's something in 2020 we could be extremely grateful for. And as you guys know, here in Bali, it's First of all, I love Bali. I think everyone should come to Bali. Everyone should visit Bali. But the one thing that I admire about the Balinese more so than probably any other culture that I've been to is the gratitude that they give. The gratitude that they give for everything. You know, when you can give gratitude for something, it literally forces you. It forces you to have to put a smile on your face. And every single one of you watching this video right now can think of something in 2020, something that happened this year that you're so grateful for. Now, I could have made this video and took both sides of the approach, but no, we're only going to talk about the things that you're grateful for and the good part of 2020. Like, don't forget that. You know, if you guys are anything like me, I'm sure you've been running around doing a lot of crazy things and everything so fast. And I think it was Mel Robbins who said 2020 has been the year of the pause. 2020 has been the year that everything just got paused. A lot of you wanted to travel. A lot of you were supposed to be here in Bali right now, you know, and it's just like you were forced to pause and to think and to reevaluate. And I think that one of the things that's really important when it comes to situations like this, 2020, because it's not the first time something like this is going to happen, and who knows, in our lifetime something else might come up. And it really forces you to evaluate and to anticipate, not just to react or to respond, but to anticipate what's going to happen. So what are the lessons? So I know this is like Coach Luke talking to you right now, but if you guys can today, I want you to think of just five lessons that you got for 2020. 5 positive lessons. Leave it in the comments and to help other people, because I think that that's one of the most important things is being grateful. And second is getting the lessons, because when you extract the lesson from something, then it becomes worth it. That hard time you went through, because you extract that lesson, that all of a sudden, not that it's justified, but it makes you look at it in a different way. And I think sometimes that's one of the most important things, is to change your perspective on things. And yeah, so I'd say number 1 is the things that you're grateful for and the lessons. It's just so peaceful here. And what I was saying is, this year in 2020, it's been, like I say, the year of the pause. Like, it's been that time where, like, if you look at it, first of all, with gratitude, meaning you really look in here and you find what are some things you could be grateful for in 2020. Second, are what are the lessons you've got from here? Because this forces you to really stop looking at the problems and more look at things that you can learn and take away. The next thing I'd like you to think about is, this has been a year of a pause. Like, if you're anything like me, as I was saying before, you just have been running around. You've been doing a lot, so much going on, so ambitious. You have so many thoughts, so many things you want to accomplish, but you never really kind of stop and just relax and just have time to just breathe. And just really, during this year for me, these are a lot of stairs, so, and we're at a high altitude. For me, this year, when I look at it like that, I've had time that I probably have never had before. I can't remember for me personally, the last time I was in a country for more than 10 months. Like, usually it's one basketball season and then I'm gone. And this has really forced me to stay in one place. And the benefit from staying in one place is you're forced to be with yourself. You're forced to be with yourself. You're forced to face all those demons. This is the easiest way to say it, that we wouldn't have faced before, because it was so much easier to distract ourselves in the past. So we have all these things that we're trying to do, that we do to distract ourselves from what we really need to do and what we really need to get done. All the inner work that we can be working on ourselves and doing stuff like this, the distractions went away. The distractions, they're gone. The party, the bars, going out with friends, doing all this stuff, it kind of disappeared. It kind of went away. So you were forced to face the demons. Can't think of any time in my life where I've been forced to do that. It's always been, oh, I'm just going to travel, or I'm just going to do this. And because of the pause, it's made you to really, for those of y'all who have wanted to, you can really use this year to get closer to family. For me personally, in my life, if you guys know any of my history, the last 16 years I've been gone from my family. Then the last 12 of those years have been overseas. And I feel like I've never been closer to my family than I have now. Normally I'm traveling with time zone differences and taking a flight every single week, especially the last year. Like, there was no time to really just sit down, call my family, have a long conversation with them, get to see what they're up to. And during this year I have. I feel, for me personally, I've gotten closer to my family than I probably ever have. And with my friends, with myself, I've had time to take programs, take courses. The creative side of my brain has really picked up. But that's because I took a very not positive approach, but I took an approach that would best serve me down the line. You know, it's easy to complain. 2020 has been so easy to complain. I know so many people have been going through so much, through such hard times. And so many things are gone. So many jobs and so many things have changed. And I realized, like, if you start to isolate things, like, what can I control? Everything that's happening in 2020, what can you control? Let's go there. Because anytime we worry about something you can't control, think about that. You're letting yourself be controlled by an exterior force or source. And for me, 2020 in this year, it's forced me to face things I never have. Me personally, I told you, I was supposed to travel to all these countries. You know, I was supposed to go back to Europe in June. I was supposed to be playing back basketball in August. And it forced me to change the approach. And it's funny, as a kid, and we teach our kids and teach kids that, you know, if something doesn't work, try again. Try again. And when we become adults and something doesn't work, we just change. Doesn't work, we go. And that had been my coping mechanism. If something doesn't work, replace it. Something's not good, change it. And now it's like, oh, you're just with yourself right now. What are you gonna do? What do you got? So it's kind of in that aspect that in 2020, it's shown that. And if you really use it the right way, and if you're breathing, that's something to be grateful for. If you've lost someone during this time, I'm so sorry. But there's only so many things you can control. We all can control ourselves. You can come out of this better if you really wanted to. And I just feel like that has been the great parts of 2020. If you really want to look at it, you could find the good things. And on that note, we're gonna do a surprise and we're gonna ask Dana what's been her biggest lesson from 2020. And we're in the Mountain View room right now. Just gonna pop the question on real quick. You okay? Impromptu question right now for you. Okay. What's one of the best things, biggest lessons you've learned in 2020?
Biggest lesson of 2020
Yeah.
is that it's not about your external circumstances, it's about your inner world.
You want to elaborate for a second?
Well, I mean, most people have had their comfort or safety blankets, the things that their whole life they've said, like, oh, I would, go travel the world, but I have this great job, or, I want to do X, Y, Z, but I can't because all of those because things that they felt were really safe and reliable have been taken away from them. So at this point, I think people are waking up to the fact that regardless of what the external world is doing around you, you have to have a really rock solid inner world that is perceiving the external world from a place of truth, not reactivity.
Oh, okay. Deep thought. Thank you for that.
Yes. I am the guru on the mountain.
Yes, the guru on the mountains here. Yeah, well, enjoy your time here. Yeah, and I think it's crazy. That's what I was saying coming up the stairs, so you're right on point.
Amazing.
We're syncs. And that's been one of the biggest things I've learned. And if you really wanted to, as I say, every single person watching this, you all have the capacity right now to, number one, look at something you're grateful for. Leave it in the comment section. Tell me some good news from 2020. Like, why must we just focus on the negative? If we wanted to do that every day in 2019, we could have done that as well. Did you guys know that 152,000 people don't wake up from their sleep? 3,800 people die in a car crash every day? Like, we could always focus on the positive. So you realize what you focus on more, that's what more is starting to consume your mind. So if you're just reading the news or you're just doing... Welcome to Bali. And if you're just focusing on the negative, then, like, not even to get into the law of attraction, but it's just normal. Your focus is like your flashlight. And so many people, we've just focused our light, shining it on other things. Like, what is this? What's next? This bar, this place, or in my case, this country or these people. And what happened is 2020, we got closed in, and now we have to take the light and shine it on yourself. And we don't want to do that. People don't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I just want to travel and just kind of stay distracted from my problems and things that are going on. In 2020, with if you look at the things that you're grateful for, if you look at the lessons that you've got, think of 3 things you're grateful for and 3 lessons that you've got. Just doing that, you'll see how almost beneficial that it's been despite what's been going on. And then on top of it all, understanding what has this pause showed you? What have you learned during this pause period of 2020? And to really write it down. I mean, I'm not huge on journaling, but I've realized the benefits of it is very beneficial because of the simple fact of it gets my thoughts out of here onto paper and then allows me to elaborate on it even more. And, you know, the one thing that I say is that where you put your attention is where your energy is the energy flows. Where your attention goes, the energy flows. And if you put it into all the bad things that's been happening, then that's how you're going to feel. It's pretty obvious. If you put into the good things and the things that we've been shown and the things you're grateful for, you almost, it changes your whole self on a neurological level. And I just feel like I make this video here. As I say, we're actually filming for Intuitive Intimacy. Some of you guys are already a part of it. If you want to join that, please reach out to me. I'll probably put a link here. We're out here filming this week. We're talking about attractiveness. It's a program that me and Dana are running on. It's called Intuitive Intimacy. So that's really interesting. This is week 2 of it, of 3 weeks. So not too late for you guys to join that. And another thing I want to say as well is the masterclass is happening on Monday, the 23rd, 8 p.m. Bali time. If you want to get in, send me an email. Titling the email, I'm in. As I told you guys, I felt when I was on live that I didn't want to make it $111 because that's different. It's $77 to get into that. It's happening on the 23rd of November, 2020. It's called Clarity is the Direction, and it's part 1. I'll probably run this again in probably, I don't know, sometime in the future as well as I get more clarity and direction and new tactics and strategies that can help me do it. But that's happening. Send me an email, say that I'm in. I'll send you the details for it. The replay will also be available. So if this is after the Monday, the 23rd of November 2020, send me an email saying replay, and I'll send you a link to where you guys can get that. But in the meantime, I'm getting tired. We got more filming to do, but I wanted to bring you guys along and show you that. So from here, in a beautiful day in Bali, I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. And everyone, until we speak again, remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile.